Motor City Comic Con. Comics Closet. Hey, I'm Lynn. This is my Comics Closet. Thanks for checking me out here. It's May 27th, Saturday morning, Memorial Day weekend, 2023. So Monday Memorial Day, so go out and honor a veteran, you know anybody in your family or friends, somebody who served, to preserve our freedom. Let them know you appreciate it. And so what I'm going to do is, last weekend was the Motor City Comic Con. So I'm going to take you on a little walk through there, and then I'll show you what I picked up. First, I just wanted to mention Comic Book Community Awards run by Brian LCS. The website is cbcawards.org. So check that out. Nominations are open. Go to the website and vote for nominate your favorite YouTuber. And so I ran my 100 subscriber giveaway, like a month and a half ago now, and Felix Maldonado was the person who left the comment that got picked by my random comment picker, but I haven't heard from Felix. So Felix, try and contact me. I subbed up to his YouTube channel, so maybe if I subbed up and he got a notice, he might check out, because there's a video where you commented and then a video where I did the drawing. So if I haven't heard from Felix, I'm going to do another comment picker. It's from the same video. And so I'll be showing that next week. And with that being said, let's go to the Motor City Comic Con. So, welcome to the Motor City Comic Con 2023, the spring version. It's held at the Suburban Collection Showplace in Novi, Michigan. As you walk in, you already see people doing their cosplay. I think this was early on the Saturday morning. So people were still getting ready. That's a whole booth where they're selling lightsabers. Spider-Man over there trying to get his mask on, it looked like. The Egypt booth, which was a bunch of paintings. They have so much different media that you can have your favorite character put on. It's amazing. This is all back in the Artist Alley area. Let's follow through here to a lot of jewelry, pendants, a lot of stuff like movie paraphernalia, and of course cosplay everywhere. Those are the video games they have going, and pinball machines. Come up here in a second, you'll see the guys rocking out on the Guitar Hero game. And now we go through the rest of the show here. There's the Monster booth where you can get an energy drink. You can do a lot of walking down through here to the Artist Alley area. A lot of people through here in their cosplay. And you can get your favorite character put on almost any kind of medium you could think of, from metal to mirrors to wood to... I saw a booth that had sheet music. You could pick out, sheet music with a large variety of songs, and they'll put your favorite character on there somehow. I guess they print it up, they draw it, some kind of a transfer. But I say there's all kinds of like wall hangings, and there's posters. A lot of really nice type of art. I don't usually mess with the Artist Alley stuff so much, but you can get pictures commissioned by most of these people. And they actually have some of the comic book artists were down in this area, I believe. Right there, Gavin Smith. I'm not sure who else was down through here. Several other artists will come down through here to the end, and then we'll get going on the hall. I'll show you the comic books I had and talk about the autographs we got. On Friday, I had a couple books signed by Jonathan Frakes, Commander Riker on Star Trek Next Generation, and Brent Spiner, who was Data on the Next Generation.
2 for the price of 1.
Jonathan Frakes signed this Star Trek Next Generation photo cover of him. There's a shot of it in the raw form. And then I had Brent Spiner sign this copy of Star Trek Next Generation Mirror War. We put it right on his forehead there. And the Star Trek Next Generation number 7, where he's prominent on the cover, and he signed it right across the Enterprise there. And besides Jonathan Frakes and Brent Spiner's autographs, which you got to see there in the books that they signed in a raw form, they're all being encapsulated, graded encapsulated by CBCS through Lockwood's Loot, Cody Lockwood, and his gang of miscreants. They'll go witness the signatures for your books, and then send them up to CBCS. They take care of you really well. Got me all set up. But besides Spiner and Riker from Star Trek, I met Clark Gregg from Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and the Avengers movies. And also he was in New Adventures of Old Christine with Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who is also now in the MCU. He was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And I had this, I guess it's just called S.H.I.E.L.D., but it's based on the hit series. And I already had it signed by Ming-Na Wen, Agent May, the Cavalry. And so now I've had it signed by Clark Gregg Coulson. I also got an autograph by Michael Rooker of Yondu from Guardians of the Galaxy, but he was also he was Merle in The Walking Dead, Daryl's brother before he got turned into a zombie. So anyway, I had him sign the official handbook of the Marvel Universe Yondu page, and that will be encapsulated as a single page. I have pretty much the whole set of the handbook of the Marvel Universe. So anyway, met Michael Rooker and like I said, Clark Gregg, Spiner, Frakes, and Christopher Lloyd. Christopher Lloyd from Back to the Future, Taxi. He was in Star Trek. He was the Search for Spock. He was I forget the Klingon commander's name, but I believe he was the one that killed Captain Kirk's son. So anyway, I also met Christopher Lloyd. I had these 2 books, Back to the Future, one with him and like kind of cartoony, but primarily on the cover, called Citizen Brown, and the other one is just like a kind of dramatic drawing of the DeLorean with the door opening, the gold wing door opening. And he puts out a nice big signature. Really nice to meet him. He was really great, as were everybody. Michael Rooker was great. Clark Gregg was super nice. So, and those are pretty much the celebrities I had signed. Those were all the books I had for the celebrities. But then I had some books for Cates and Stegman, Donny Cates and Brian Stegman. I also had books for Simon Bisley and Terry Kavanaugh, which I realized he was there. So I picked up the book, I think Saturday night. I found a book that I was going to have him sign, which actually Terry Kavanaugh, he signed this book, but not this book. I have this in a 9.8, and I was going to crack this out and have Terry Kavanaugh sign it. But as I was going through some of my Spider-Man stuff, looking for a couple other things, well, I found this book in the raw, and it still looked like a 9.8 candidate. So I had him sign that. Oh, and I also same that and he was really nice, actually. Gave me his card, came out and let me take a picture with him, and we did the selfie, and he held the book up, and I told him I was going to use these and that way I can put up a shot of him on my YouTube channel. There's his card, Terry Kavanaugh. And he said, well, if I ever want to do a virtual interview or something like that, to contact him through inksmith.com, which is INKSMYTH, inksmith.com. But that's I said sure, I would love to do that, but I have no idea how to do that. I mean, I just do these. Here I am sitting in front of my phone, so I may figure out how to do like a live or a virtual interview someday coming up down the road. I also met Simon Bisley and had him sign the 4-issue miniseries of Lobo's Back, which he drew. And I had him sign this book, X-Men Unlimited, number 46, 9/4. But it's a David Finch cover, but it's Simon Bisley interior art. So I had him sign these. Boom, 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 and boom. So they came out really nice, I think, and they're in really good shape. So I went to Christopher Lloyd's booth on Saturday to try to get my book signed, probably about 3:30, and I went to get in the line, and they said the line was closed. He was doing a photo op, and so he would be back, and they said probably about an hour. And I told the guy, so I'll just come back in a little while. And he said, if I were you, I'd come back at just before 5. And I said that would be fine. Except then I went to get into the Donny Cates and Ryan Stegman special event, where they did the signing. They did signings and give away a print, and that was at 5. So I didn't go to Christopher Lloyd on Saturday. I went to the Cates and Stegman event, which was pretty cool. I went down where they were signing at a regular table, back by the artist alley. Right here. Whole row of artists are signing, and artists and writers. And I had him sign these 2 books here, which Cates wrote a story in this Guardians of the Galaxy annual number 1, and Stegman did the art for this Wolverine number 1. So I had him sign those right there at the at their own booth. And then for $50, you could buy into the Ryan Stegman, Donny Cates special event. It was in the Legacy Ballroom, Saturday, May 20th, from 5 to 7, which 7 o'clock the show's over. I was locked out, but I got back in. But they give you this lanyard, which has this same representation of, they give you this print, which I'm sure some of you are probably reading, Vanish. That's their new story, their new storyline they're working on, and an independent label, I believe. But went to that. They talked about some of their projects and some of the stuff, and then they asked. Pretty much it was a Q&A. But then they had everybody line up, and you could have. Well, they were signing these if you didn't already have your pulp print. A lot of people paid for the event online, so they didn't get the print until they, I guess, they actually came to the event. I paid for the event at their signing table, so they gave me the print right there, and they both signed it right there. But I also had these 2 books here, Venom 3, which is the first appearance of Null, and then King in Black, number 1, CGC 9.8 for the King in Black, 9.6 for Venom. So I had Cody crack those out, and took them in to be signed. They signed both of them, and they're at CBCS, getting encapsulated and graded, and repressed. So hopefully they'll both come back as 9.8s. If they want to come back at 9.6, so be it. If there's something on it, I couldn't tell. Sure looked like a 9.8 candidate to me. So anyway, that was the Case and Stegman event, which was pretty fun. I stayed for $50 because they were charging, I think they were charging $20 for a signature at their table, but $30 if you're getting it graded. And with that, I'm going to show my haul from Motor City Comic Con 2023 Spring Edition. So, I mean, I showed a picture of my little cart. Let me pull it up so you can see, I guess. Usually, actually, when I go to smaller shows, I'll take this backpack, just a little over-the-shoulder pack, or it goes around your neck. But see, I can put it around my neck here. And it holds a box of books. I'm taking books, or I like to take this box if I'm buying some. This will hold up to 12 books, bagged and boarded. These are all my Frank Frazetta covers, Death Dealer, Conan, Frazetta covers, plus a couple slabs. And a Silver Surfer 1, Guardians of the Galaxy, what is this, number 50? 150, and a 9.8 4L. So yeah, I usually, it's got a little pocket. You can put your wallet in, or I usually carry like my extra cash wallet in here. Or my regular wallet in here, my extra cash wallet stashed. But, so I take this cart with me. I would want a cup holder. Now I just hang this over there. Put a little water bottle in there. I have a Motor City Comics water bottle somewhere. But I can lay this down now. Actually, let's see what I have in here now. This will open up. Oh, I also have this little bag here. Oops. Which is my comic closet bag. Which is actually a bag. It has like it's a cover, a table cover for patio furniture. But it'll hold several slabs. So a little more protection for them, especially if you're going to go out and buy some bigger slabs. If you're stuck, you can zip them right up. Got them like that. So go buy a patio furniture cover. And I also have, oh, what else in here? Oh, just like some cleaning stuff in case you have to get some books that are, sometimes they have boxes, dollar bin boxes that stuff isn't even bagged and boarded. But this is like a microfiber, like a sweeper cover, a floor sweeper cover. I have some like, what are they, Mr. Clean. These are spick and span floor cleaning wipes. These are like the Mr. Clean Magic Erasers. I think they're like a generic brand. A little bit of blue tape. That's about all I have in there. But you can throw all your little free cards and stuff you get. Which I think names of the guys from the books I got. So let's go through those real quick and see. So that's my top little box that you can throw stuff in, carry stuff around. All right, well, as you can see, I have this cart. And on here, this is just one of the BCW plastic boxes for slabbed books. Actually, I have this down here first. I put this in here because it holds my handle away from this box. And it gives you space to carry some more stuff. Which, oh, this is just B&Bs, which are bags and boards. I usually take several bags and boards, and actually I have these autograph bags. And we used to see them on those books. These were all books were in those autograph bags. When you get done, you take them out of the autograph bag, and then you put them in a regular bag and board. So that's when I try to get these pictures. So, and this has a compartment at the top here. I got a shelf where I take these books. This is last. Because I did take some other Venom books, which I don't know why. I guess Stegman wasn't there. I have this Venom 25, signed by Donny Cates, and not Stegman. And I have this Venom 35 with the Gleason variant cover, signed by Donny Cates. And I was going to get Stugman to sign these, but I already had him, I already paid for him to sign the Wolverine book. So that was what I got. That was books that I took that I did not get signed, and I had a bunch of other books. So these are the Motor City Comic Con programs. I got a couple of those in there. Keeps them from getting too damaged. Got Doc Brown on the cover there. And the back side is Spider-Gwen or Ghost Spider, whatever you want to call her there. Turn that around there. And then I have more of these here, which is that one says to be signed. Oh, and I did have, I showed these. These are the signature bags. Another book with Jonathan Frakes on the cover, but it has multiple spine ticks. After pressing, I had my my presser from, he works out of the back of my local comic shop, Comic Corner. Boom. And his Amp Comics cleaner and pressing. Aaron, get a hold of him. He's in. We have a shop, Comics Corner, has shops in Rochester Hills and Fraser. Yeah, and also I have this book for Christopher Lloyd, Back to the Future. It's a Harvey Comics, and it says not for resale. I think it's out of a toy or something, but the whole spine is. It is major damage. I mean, it probably won't go much over a 7. I don't like to get books signed that are. Well, I already had 2 books signed by him. Charged $140 per autograph. So I had the 2 best books signed. I was only going to get 1, but after I stood for an hour and a half in line, which wasn't so bad because I got to stand with this girl. She was a Jurassic Park cutie. I think she was just dressed as like a Jurassic Park docent or someone that worked at Jurassic Park. She said she drives a movie accurate Jeep from the second Jurassic Park, and she says she generally does full LA cosplay. But she actually had a little mini backpack that looked like the flux capacitor, and she had Christopher Lloyd sign the back of that, and she sells them on her Instagram site, which is a woman inherits _Earth. Look at it, there we go. But anyway, she stood with me through that whole line. We talked a lot, which I had my Jurassic Park shirt on, so she thought I looked safe. I don't know. Anyway, it was nice, someone to talk to. I mean, we talked to people all around us. So she came and stood with me, and we talked, and she was really sweet. Oh, and these are a lot more stuff to be signed. Actually, this is my other copy of Lobo's Back. What else I have here? Oh, what about having Bisley sign this? Oh, and then I have this Donny Cates written Thor #1. Oh, and then Donny Cates wrote all these. Hulk vs. Thor, Banner of War, Part 1, which I have 2 of those. And then Banner of War, Part 1, variant cover. So, I did not have those signed. But I thought maybe if, say if Christopher Lloyd wasn't there, something happened, he couldn't make it, and I had more time, more money, and then this is a whole bunch more Cates and Stugman books, and I grabbed a big pile of them. Yeah, so these are all more books I took that I did not get signed. So that's all kind of stuff you can fit in there to take. And then I have this book, this box, which are things I bought, but I'm going to get this down off here. It's going to fall. But it really makes it easy to maneuver around. It's just a couple pieces of wood to screw it all together. But yeah, it's just a BCW box screwed to one of these little, like a little luggage cart or grocery cart. All right, so let's take a look at what I did bring home from the Motor City Comic Con. Oh, I did buy some shirt. Yeah. Got this shirt that I'm wearing, plus the hat. which I think was 60 bucks for the pair, 35 for the hat, 25 for the shirt. Got this Punisher shirt. These are, you know, the big shirt booth. It's a huge setup in the middle of the place. They were 2 for $50. So I got a couple of shirts that you'll be seeing down the road. All right, so let's show here what I did actually, as far as comic books, pick up at the Motor City Comic Con. See what I got going here. All right. First thing I got was this X-Men 141. It was marked at 125. It's real clean, nice shape, and it's a newsstand, which goes nicely with my X-Men 142. It says 125. I paid less than that, I know. So I've always wanted to have these two. I haven't. This was a couple years before I got back into collecting. What is this? 1980. But anyway, so I got those. All right. So there's that X-Men. Days of Future Past. Then I bought this Amazing Spider-Man number 49, marked at 150. I think I bought both of these. Not sure which booth, but I got a pretty good deal on them. And then I bought this Fantastic Four 34, one of these. Which is, you know, low grade, low to mid grade. It says $60 on it. And then I got this Fantastic Four number 58, the Great Doom cover. And the same thing, it's low mid grade, you know, might be a 4. But I didn't buy them to be graded. I bought them so I could check them out. You know, I've got a lot of old Fantastic Four, so I'm trying to fill that in slowly as I can, but I'm really trying to fill in more of these. Amazing Spider-Man number 30, Claws of the Cat. But yeah, this one was 75, and this one was 65. Okay. Right, this one was 75, this one was 65. It was 140, and this one was 60. So it came out to 200. And I got them for 180. That's what it was. And then I bought this. Not sure which booth I got this from either. Spider-Man 51, which is the first cover appearance of the Kingpin. That's marked at 250. I think I got that for like 210. I think I got it at the same time as this actually. This is marked 99. This Amazing Spider-Man 135, which is the second full appearance of the Punisher. Like I say, it's marked 99. I think that's 100, and this one was marked 250. I think he gave these to me for like 325. And then this is Avengers Annual 10. First appearance of Rogue and Madeline Pryor. And I got this. Well, it's marked $30, cover detached. And I'm going to put it on a nice Mylar. It presents really well. But he also had this, which is my big pickup of the show, which is Amazing Spider-Man number 10 in a 3.0 Universal CGC. And it's a new slab. It's got the QR code on the back. And it was marked 400. I was looking at that, and I thought, man, it's really got a nice cover on it for a 3.0. Well, the reason is, there's a hole punched right there. Like somebody punched a hole, maybe put a ring through it to carry him around. Yeah, this was 1964, March of 64. But so anyway, Spider-Man 10, that's my earliest Spider-Man. First appearance of the Enforcers, which I can't remember all their names, Ox. And in this issue, learn why J. Jonah Jameson really hates Spider-Man. But anyway, yeah, I got this says 400. Well, I was looking at it, and he said he'd take 375 for it. I was holding on to it, and I told him I already had this in my hand. I said, well, I'd like to get this too, which was marked 30, and I think he said 395 for both. So really, it's still not as much as what he had marked on just the Spider-Man. So basically, I figured I got this at his price. Got that free. $5 off still. So that was my pickups from the Motor City Comic Con. They got another one coming up in the fall. Try not to miss it. If you like this kind of content, want me to keep going, send me a comment, give me a thumbs up, like this video, share it, and subscribe. Say I'm hoping to get up to, when I get to 250, which I'm almost halfway there now, I'll be doing some other kind of giveaway. I don't know what yet. Another slab, maybe a nice raw book, but just keep coming back here to my comic closet where we take comics, comic collecting out of the closet. Thank you.